Well, my ex-friends, Morning Joe and Mika Brzezinski, got into it over the government shutdown, which was quite entertaining. Take a listen.
I also just don't understand why we're blaming the Democrats for Republicans lying. At the highest level of office, they have the biggest megaphone. They have TV networks that repeat the lies and say things on those networks with no consequence. And the things they say are violent. Okay, so they're not only repeating the lies, but adding to this coarseness. Yeah. And there's no consequence to it. And we're blaming the Democrats? Yeah. We're blaming the Democrats for this. What exactly are the Democrats supposed to do?
You keep repeating. They're supposed to fight back.
Yes.
They're supposed to know. They're
and
supposed
lie
to
as
do
well?
what
exactly?
No. Bill Clinton just completely abused and used Republicans in every government shutdown. I know, I was there. He was smart enough politically to do it. Barack Obama knew how to always get the best of Republicans.
Yeah, right. Okay. So you want to give health care, Obamacare, Medicaid, Medicare to illegals, you're going to have a problem. It has nothing to do with Republicans, or that's the Democrat platform. Republicans said, no, you want to take that out? You got a deal. Simple as that. It's on the Democrats. Mika, relax. Trump posted a really, really funny meme of Hakeem Jeffries. Well, hey, I think I should just roll this because it's just worth watching. Watch.
It's a disgusting video, and we're going to continue to make clear bigotry will get you nowhere. We are fighting to protect the health care of the American people in the face of an unprecedented Republican assault.
That Maxine Waters will stay in my ear for the rest of the day, at least. That was very fun. But Democrats, they have no sense of humor, so they're calling it, whatever, bigoted, whatever they want to call it. It's fine. Well, this playful, hysterical post clearly didn't sit well with Hakeem, and he decided to respond.
Donald Trump posted this AI video featuring myself and Chuck Schumer. It was a fake video. It was a disgusting video. It was a racist video. It was unbecoming of anyone purporting to be the president of the United States of America. But y'all, I ain't scared.
You are in the minority for a reason, Mr. Jeffries. You guys lost. Elections have consequences. Trump's president, like it or not. But this, I think Jeffries may have stepped in it with this comment right here. Watch.
And Mr. President, the next time you have something to say about me, don't cop out through a racist and fake AI video. When I'm back in the Oval Office, say it to my face. Say it to my face.
Are you serious? Hakeem Jeffries, you told the president of the United States to say it to your face. I was going to say, start singing the Mexican hat dance. It was funny. Get a sense of humor, clown. More from Jeffries, who had plenty to say after seeing Trump 2028 hats on the Oval Office desk, the Resolute Desk. Watch.
When he tried to hand you that Trump 2028 hat, what was your reaction?
Well, actually, he did not try to hand Leader Schumer and I the Trump 2028 hat. They just randomly appeared in the middle of the meeting on the desk. It was the strangest thing ever. And I just looked at the hat, looked at J.D. Vance, who was seated to my left, and said, "Don't you got a problem with this?" And he said no comment. And that was the end of it.
All right, Leader Jeffries.
Again, the Constitution clearly says 2 terms. These clowns, these Democrats, don't understand how good Trump is at getting them riled up. He presses their buttons, whether it's putting a sombrero on fake Obama, Timu Obama, Hakeem Jeffries' head in the Mexican, or putting a Trump 2028 hat on the Resolute Desk, knowing when he's inviting Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries to come into the White House to talk about the government shutdown. He's just messing with them. He's pushing their buttons. He's living rent-free in the Democrats' heads, and the way they're responding, he's got to be loving this. Now, Maxine Waters may have just said the quiet part out loud. Listen to her admit that the deranged Democrats really do want free health care for illegals. Listen.
But aren't Democrats demanding health care for illegal aliens?
Democrats are demanding health care for everybody. We want to save lives. We want to make sure that health care is available to those who would die, but having the help of their government.
So you're good with the government shutdown, even if it means giving health care to people who aren't American citizens?
Well, that's what you're pushing on. What you're trying to do is you're standing here and you're trying to make me say that somehow we're going to put non-citizens over Americans. Quit it. Stop it. This is the kind of journalism we don't need.
No, I'm just
you're
asking
divisive.
questions.
No, you're not.
Yeah, no, that's
you're being divisive. No,
No, I'm
please. You don't need to ask that question. You're just trying to get controversy here. You're not going to get it from me. We want to save health care for all people. Thank you.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Appreciate it.
You just said it. She just said it. You just said we want health care for all people in America, including the 23 million illegals or more. She just literally said it. She's dumb enough to try and contradict her own comment later. Oh, you journalists, this is not the journalism we need in this country. Well, how about using your own words? I have a hunch that throughout this whole, however long it takes, whether it's 2 days or 2 months or whatever it is of the shutdown, Republicans should take that soundbite right there of Maxine Waters and say, we Democrats want health care for everyone in America. That is exactly the issue. If they pull that off the table, they get a deal. Government would open back up. They want to keep it in there. They want to spend $1 trillion offering health care, Medicare, Medicaid, Obamacare to illegals. It's just never going to happen. It will never. You got 3 Democrats that jumped ship and already came over to the Republican side. It's not enough. You need probably another 12 or so. You ain't going to get that, but you can certainly negotiate by taking that out. Maxine Waters. How these people get elected? How dumb are these people? And they get elected as Congress people. Speaking of dumb, AOC went on MSNBC and delivered an absolute word salad. I think her point was something about Democrats needing, to resist or something. Listen.
There absolutely is an unprecedented abuse of power, destruction of norms, erosion of our government and our democracy in order to prop up an authoritarian style of governance. That is happening. However, they are weaker than they look. And it is important that we remember that, because what they rely on is the impression of power, the perception of inevitability, in us giving up in advance to say, oh, what's going to happen if I stand up, etc. Nothing's going to happen. They rely on that perception of inevitability and power so that people comply in advance and acquiesce in advance and give up in advance.
Does anyone have any idea what she just said? Any idea what the point she was trying to make? I think she's one of those people who aren't very smart and they just kind of talk in bigger words just to sound like they're smart, but they actually make no cogent sentences and cogent lines, can cobble them together and make a thought that makes sense. Absolutely ridiculous word salad out of AOC, just like the other ones, just like Maxine Waters. All righty, folks. Tomorrow, The Edge, we're going to drop the newest episode. I went down to Miami. There's a couple of buildings in Miami right on the beach. One's called the Porsche building, one's the Bentley building. They literally have elevators for cars that go up to your individual unit. You own the apartment, but you also have a 4-car garage in each unit, and an elevator takes your car up to your... It's incredible the amount of foresight and the amount of money these people have risked to try, and it's working for them. Anyway, the guy's name is Gil Desert. Take a look. Here's a brief little bite of it, and I'll tell you about it in a second. It's been a pretty darn good indicator of the general real estate market. Right now, Miami is stronger than the rest of the surrounding markets. But in Miami real estate specifically, there are killers and there are casualties. How do you ensure you're the killer, not a casualty?
That's probably the best question I've ever been asked.
So we did about a half hour of that conversation of the treacherous Miami Beach real estate market. It's insane, and the visuals are crazy. You got to sign up, though. Check it out on YouTube. Go to YouTube.com/@EricBolling, The Edge. Sign up. 15 of you signed up the last promo. We did this. Let's see if we can beat that number right now. You're going to like the show. Trust me, you're going to like it. We're going to come back, and I think we got Brian Glenn, maybe with a little information about Pam Bondi after the break.